always feels good when you're fighting for the people of California.
Yeah.
I am so proud to be joined by my fellow state senators, by so many working people here in California, by men and women in uniform, by those who work hard to fix our streets and roads, by people who stand up for senior citizens, for those who stand up for kids and for our California values. This is one united group of people. And our message today is very simple. One more vote. One more Republican senator must put the interests of California and Californians above all else. You know, we talk a lot about taxpayers, and I'd kind of like to use their language a little bit. Because, you know, we Democrats are concerned about taxpayers and about working people. And it makes no sense to us because there are two paths to the future. One path is to pass this budget tonight and ensure that thousands of taxpayers are going to be fully employed, that they're going to gain their well-earned tax refunds, and that California will begin working again. The other path is very different. Continue to focus on ideology. Continue to focus on radio talk show hosts in Los Angeles. Continue to focus on everything but the people of California. And tomorrow, 276 transportation, water projects, other infrastructure projects are going to shut down. And those taxpayers, tens of thousands of taxpayers who are earning a high wage and then contributing back to the economy are going to have nothing left to give back. Take that path of ideology and of failing to solve the problem, and the taxpayer who has rightfully earned his or her tax refund will be stuck with an IOU that will have no real value. Come on in there, Senator Cedillo.
Sí, cómo no.
There we go. There we go. So, we are standing here together to say that it is time for the minority party in the state Senate to put up one vote.
One more 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 vote. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote. One more vote.
You know, finally, I just want to say that, you know, a few of us may look a little haggard. You know, we've been here for a while. And people have been very nice, and they say, geez, you know, you must be tired. I hope you're doing okay. And I tell folks, thank you. But you know what? Whatever minor inconvenience this is for us, it's nothing. It's nothing in comparison to the taxpayers who are going to go without if one more member of the Republican caucus doesn't stand up and help us pass this budget tonight. We can handle the minor inconvenience, and we will. We will be here until the work is done, until we can proudly say to the people of California, we finished our work. We passed a budget. We wiped out the largest budget deficit in state history, and we did it fairly with half cuts and half new revenues and real reform. So we're going to get back to work here in a few minutes. Thank you. I hope so. I know that he has given some positive indications today in a series of press conferences, and I look forward to talking to him. But whether it's Senator Maldonado, whether it's one of the other 12 members of the caucus who have stood on the side of ideology instead of the side of California, we'll see how it ends up.
When's the last time you spoke to him?
I spoke to Senator Maldonado a little bit, I think, this morning, but very briefly. But I know that there are conversations going on, and I look forward to talking to Senator Maldonado sometime in the next hour or two, I'm sure.
Did your caucus support the 3 reform ideas?
We're not going. We're not going to get into the specifics of any discussion that we may have with Senator Maldonado. That's going to be whatever we do is going to be in conjunction and in solidarity with the people behind me, and in conversations with Senator Maldonado himself.
Are there negotiations with other senators that may bear fruit?
The door is open. The door is open, and we will see who chooses to put California first and walk through that door. Thank you.
Please articulate your caucus's position at this moment on open primary and the per diem and the rest of that.
Well, I'll tell you what our position is. We frankly think that those issues, especially the open primary, ought to get the full vetting of the legislative process and ought to be done, if at all, in a deliberative way. That's what we believe.
So does that mean that that is not part of this?
I'm not saying anything is or isn't part of any deal. I'm saying that that is the position of our caucus, and I look forward to sitting down with Senator Maldonado and others and seeing if we can bring this crisis to a rapid close.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys very much. Here we go.
Wrap it as long as you can.